Welcome to another PanMesh tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to teach you to create a model with pinchout. This is quite simple to do, but I will explain the steps and the thinking behind it. So as usual, I will open with the basic example model, data preparation, well reservoir and fluid description, numerical model. And so we will click on the rectangle option, which actually creates by default a square reservoir model. And for the purposes of this demonstration, we don't really need to change the default dimensions in plan, but we will be changing the thickness. By default, the model is 200 feet thick, and we want to play with that. So for clarification, in the solid modeling aspect of PanMesh, we consider a reservoir definition to be made of a series of interlinked polygons in plan and linear planes in elevation. So that means that the thickness of the reservoir at any point in the domain of the reservoir is defined by the thickness as given at the designated points, and by default in this model the designated points are points 1, 2 and 3, and you will note that they are denoted in this diagram with green symbols, and this fourth point is shown in red because it is not used to define the planes, because logically we only need 3 points to define a plane. So let's say, for example, I want to have a reservoir model that has pinchout going from 200 feet thick here to about 1 foot thick over on this edge. Okay, and in order to do that, I will simply go to node and layer configuration, and at point 3 I will enter a thickness of 1 foot. Once I've entered that, you will see immediately that the thicknesses at all points in the model are recalculated, and that logically, since it's a plane, the thickness at point 4 here becomes 1 foot also. So in this model, as I've defined it, the top surface is horizontal and the bottom surface is sloping, and we will see that when we go to the 3D visualization. So I will complete the model simply by giving it some level of partial completion. We'll say 50 feet, check the model, it's okay, close, simulation, numerical simulation, PanMesh new run, okay. And I can see here, in fact, if I click on front view, you see the wedge or the pinchout. So the wellbore is here in the center. If I take a cut, I cut it in the other direction. We see here, wellbore is in the center, and it's got pinchout towards the right. We can run that simulation, and there we get, see what happens to the pressure transient, or the radius of investigation with time. Comes out, starts to feel the bottom surface there, that's the bump here, goes out, so it never really reaches a proper radial flow. So that's how you can create pinchout. Thank you for your attention.